from the 2016 NFL Scouting Combine at the Senior Bowl. Lambeau Field, the NFL Draft Gold Carpet. The Lions in London, Wild Card Playoff. Roger Goodell, ESPN's Adam Schefter, Tony Dungy, Lions great running back, Barry Sanders. You're watching Tori's Take. For DetroitLions.com, I'm Tori Petry. It looked like the offense was clicking better today than it has in previous weeks, especially getting some of those deep shots in there. What was different about the offense today?
I think we just executed better.
We are here in Chicago for the draft, and right behind me is the red carpet where draft prospects will be taking their first steps towards their NFL future. Of course, the Lions are picking at pick number 16 this year, and anything can happen. We talked to some NFL Network analysts yesterday to see what they thought the Lions might do. The biggest story this week was no doubt the stellar performance of rookie running back Ameer Abdullah in the first preseason game. He wowed fans with an impressive juke that resulted in a 45-yard carry and 67 total yards on the night. We asked the Lions players earlier in the week to define British terms, and the results were hilarious. And then later in the week, we let Joe Fourier loose in Bagshot, the city where they practiced all week, to ask British people what football terms meant, and the results were also hilarious. Just before we started talking, you ran over there to say hello to number 81. What has it been like playing with him through this season?
It's been awesome.
Ziggy, what a feast for you today. 3.5 sacks. What was working for you so well out there?
All right, first of all, happy Thanksgiving.
I think a lot of people enjoyed that touchdown from you with the juke and then the leisurely walk there into the end zone. Walk me through that play. There was a lot of uncertainty in the secondary coming into this game with Nevin being questionable and a lot of the injuries that you guys have had. What can you say about how they stepped up and played today?
Oh, they stepped up great,
What's going through your mind after that fumble, watching the Saints offense get back on the field?
Man, you can't put our defense in those kind of situations.
I know a lot of people are excited about Ameer Abdullah, having him here in Detroit. What do you see for the future of this young guy? Now, you are in Chicago right now. You were there last night, and tonight was the night that you got your name called. What have the past 24 hours been like for you? We can't have this conversation without bringing up Calvin Johnson. People are inevitably going to make that comparison. How will you deal with coming in and playing after a guy like that leaves?
Yeah, and I definitely understand that.
You said that you wanted to get to know people in the building before you started making all those kinds of decisions. How much will you factor in what the players think on the coaching staff and what they want moving forward into your decision? We're going to talk a little bit about not just watching the ball today, but watching the coverage. So let's start off with punt. What are you looking for when you're watching punt on tape? What did it take to convince you to leave basketball and come out onto the football
field? It took a lot.
They've really only had a few days working with him before that London game. They've had a little bit more time now. They had some time in the bye. So getting a run game going, getting more comfortable under Jim Bob Cooter, I think is going to be a key for this game and for the rest of the season.